Singapore has the second fastest aging population in Asia. Today, 1 in 12 people are over 65. In 20 years, this number will change to 1 in 5. And not all old people will have the means to look after themselves. And with financial strain often comes emotional neglect due to the tension that the lack of money creates between the parent and child. 69-year-old Mariam has 6 children, but sometimes feels like she has none. Once a cook in the Mandarin Hotel kitchen, she says that all the money that she saved while working was spent on her children. But none of them have ever supported her financially. When we met Mariam, she told us that even the clothes on her back were used pieces given by her friends. She agreed to be interviewed on condition of anonymity.
Kenapa makcik takut nak tunjuk muka makcik?
Dia takut nanti dia madu, kita tak nak lah. Nanti dia madu.
Traditionally, Asian families place great importance on caring for their parents. The elderly have always enjoyed great respect in our society. But that's changed in recent decades with the breakup of the extended family system and the nuclear family increasingly becoming the norm.
This is a journey that Mariam has made every month for the last 7 years. All 6 of her children are married, most of them with kids. Every few weeks, she takes all that she owns in a plastic bag and moves to stay with a different child.
Makcik boleh ceritakan tentang tempat tinggal makcik?
Di sini 2-3 bulan, kau ambil mak lah, aku tak nak balik mak. Lagi satu ni, boleh angang kau ambil mak lah. Dan mula-mula unit. Dapat unit berapa sen balik sini. Habis dari rumah anak tu yang tu. Begitu, bini dia tak suka. Kita balik, kita tak nak ganggu rumah tangga orang. Itu makcik cakap, biar aku duduk tepi jalan, kau nanti kena tangkap.
Makcik pernah menyalahkan diri sendiri?
Yalah, kita kerja je tak didik dia dengan betul kan. Ingatkan anak makcik. Aku dulu berkorban kena korang, kau kerja factory. Berhenti kerja factory, kerja amal. Kerja main di hotel, cook, tukar masak, besarkan anak-anak. Sebenarnya saya cakap, kenapa korang tak kena budi orang tua, tak ada duit.
Out of Mariam's 6 children, 4 of them have large families and are living from hand to mouth. One daughter has 11 children and another has 7. Her sons too work odd jobs, and she tells us that one of them is a drug addict. It's clear that none of them can afford to support her financially.
Duduk orang rumah kan nanti kita duduk tengok televisyen, dia matikan banyak karen. Dah lah mati pun terus duduk dalam bilik. Tak boleh tengok televisyen, tak boleh. Semua tak boleh. Buka lampu pun tak boleh. Duduk dah gelap dalam bilik. Anak salah satu nak bela. Satu pun tak ada, kita boleh bela anak 6 anak tak boleh bela waktu satu.
Mariam goes to the nearby market every day, but she can't afford to buy more than a few cheap items. She survives on $10 handouts from her friends. She is aware that there is public assistance offered by the CDC and is still waiting for a friend to bring her there.
Makcik sekarang ada 6 anak, ada 30 cucu.
Ya dah orang bilang senang, anak banyak. Di sini anak sendiri banyak, gaji tak cukup kerana laki kerja tak kerja. Tanggungjawab di sini tak itu. Mak tengoklah aku banyak anak, macam mana aku nak tanggung mak.
Gedriel asked Mariam if she wanted to file for maintenance from her children, but she refused. She said she didn't want her children to get into trouble with the law. At the same time, she's also aware that they will not be able to afford it.
There have been 1 or 2 cases where the children were so poor. They want to help. And this is where I think that the ministry has to look at it. I think that there should be a machinery where the ministry should have certain fund, and the tribunal could be given the power to administer the fund, from like poor man's fund, certain amount be given. And I think tribunal will very wisely administer this fund.
We managed to track down one of Mariam's sons yesterday, but he refused to speak on camera. When we did ask him, though, why aren't you looking after your mother? He said that it wasn't his responsibility to look after her. And he said that the most amount of money that any of the children have ever given her is a sum of $50 to last her for 3 months.
Bagaimana makcik rasa bila dengar apa yang anak makcik dah cakap?
Sakit hati, makcik dah tak ada duit, ada apa, dia lagi dah berhenti kerja. Dia marah lah, nanti anak-anak lain semua dia nak cakap. Cakap lah, aku tak takut. Sangka orang abaikan aku. Tak ada bulan-bulan kasih duit ke apa, tak ada. Makcik tak takut, makcik cakap.
Mariam has only one wish, that her children will have a funeral for her when she dies.
Minta pada Allah je buka pintu hati dia sebab dia betul buat dia. Kalau insaf dia ingat nak jaga orang tua, dia jaga. Tak ada pun. Terserah je lah pada Allah kita.
Today, Mariam goes to the coffee shop like she always does, hoping to meet her friends, a group of middle-aged ladies who live around the area. It's with them that she shares her problems. Unfortunately, they're not here today. Mariam, though, doesn't want to go home just yet. She tries to spend as little time as possible at her daughter's home in order to avoid any conflict. She sits down on her own, waiting for the sun to set.